Hey, good evening, guys. This is Wade from Wade's Movie World. First of all, let me apologize for my absence. A lot has been going on in my life lately, and I apologize for that. Let's just say that 2019 has been a royal bitch to me, and I am so ready for this damn year to be over. So there may be a lot of others out there who think the same way and feel the same way, but yeah, 2019 has not been too nice to me. But anyway, thank you for watching my videos and being here with me. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned. I've got some great stuff coming for you guys. But as of this video, all I have is news and updates for you on things. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And first of all, let me say that I have noticed or have read in the news and seen in the news that there's been a lot of stuff going on in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Disney versus Sony regarding Spider-Man. There's been some stuff that's come out all over the place. Some of it may be true, some of it may be not true. I don't know. But I'm just going to comment on it real quick, and this is the comment that I have to make. So here we go. In Captain America Civil War, we were introduced by Tony Stark, Iron Man, to Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Of course, we all know the origin story because it was told to us twice in the Amazing Spider-Man series and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man series. So they didn't do that. They went a different route. Which was good, and I really liked the route they were going in. So we got to see Spider-Man again in Spider-Man Homecoming, and then we saw him again in Avengers Infinity War, and then Avengers Endgame, and here just recently in Spider-Man Far From Home. Well, now, I guess since Disney has really gotten going with their Spider-Man, now Sony's over here pitching a big hissy fit like a 2-year-old child because they're making all this money and they want some of the profit or whatnot. I really don't know how that goes with Disney and Sony. Frankly, I don't care. What I do care about is this. You know, Sony, you have had 2 tries to get Spider-Man going. You've had the Raimi films, and then you've had the Amazing Spider-Man series. Once Spider-Man 3 hit with Tobey Maguire, that was a complete failure. That was just a bomb, and you know it. The Amazing Spider-Man was good. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was okay. It could have been a lot better than what it was. But really, that's 2 failed attempts, Sony. I mean, you've had your chance. Now it's time for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Disney to have their shot. And really, they're doing a hell of a lot better than you guys ever did. I mean, yeah, Spider-Man 2 may be one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, but I mean, still. I say Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the best we've ever had. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he's great. I love just how they've mixed him in and blended him in with all these movies and the Avengers and everything. It's working. And now here you are, Sony. You're wanting to pull him away from us because you didn't get it the way you wanted. Well, so what? You've already had your chance. Back off. The CEO in charge of Sony is like, well, deals and talk are off the table for Disney and Marvel now. Who the hell are you to decide that? Shut the hell up. You don't own Spider-Man. Stan Lee owns Spider-Man, and if he were still on this earth, I'm sure he'd probably say, keep Spider-Man in the MCU. Y'all have had your chance. Now, that's done. It's over with. So now Marvel has him. Screw y'all. So Disney, I hope they will play ball with you guys, and I hope we get to keep Spider-Man where he belongs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with our Avengers, and because it's already been set up. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to see him in a Venom film, but I still want him with, and we've established this Spider-Man universe that we have already now. We've got Ned, we've got Mary Jane, and I like this version of Mary Jane. I didn't particularly like Kirsten Dunst's character. I like Zidania, or however you say her name. I think that both the Spider-Man films were great. I thought he was great in Civil War. I thought he was great in both the Infinity War and Endgame. But Sony, for you to be pulling this crap, you're just acting like a 3-year-old child because you didn't get you didn't get that piece of candy you wanted in the store, and now you're throwing a big hissy fit. Stop throwing your hissy fit and shut the hell up. Give him back to Marvel and to Disney, and let's get on with it. And that's all I'm going to say. On to some much better and much happier news. How about a classic film coming back to the movie theaters for a limited time? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. The 1984 original classic film Ghostbusters is being brought back to theaters for its 35th anniversary. It's not going to be nationwide, unfortunately, guys. It will, however, be in select theaters. Just for a limited time only. They're going to have special showings with a brand new print ready to go on October 6th and October 10th of 2019. Again, that's October 6th and October 10th. Okay, so if you'd like to go see a classic movie like Ghostbusters 1984, then go to fathomevents.com and get your tickets for Ghostbusters for the closest theater near you. I have found out myself that it is going to be showing here in San Angelo, and so I plan on getting my tickets to this very, very soon. So again, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. So back in 1997, I was actually either in 7th or 8th grade when this film came out. It's one of those 90s action thriller films that years later, to me, it still holds up. And it's got some of the greatest actors to ever hit the screen in it. We've got Harrison Ford as the President of the United States versus Gary Oldman, a Russian terrorist, and that film is Air Force One. And according to reports back in early 2019, there is possibility of a sequel coming to the film Air Force One. They're not saying much about it right now. All they're saying is that it's in the early stages of development. So if you haven't seen Air Force One, I'm not going to spoil it for you. All I'm going to say is go watch the film. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's a great film. So Air Force One is possibly getting a sequel. I don't know where they can take the story. If they can, I know that Harrison Ford in the first film was the President of the United States. Would I like to see him return in this one? Even if he's not the president? Oh, absolutely. Maybe the new president, maybe he's on the new president's staff or something, and they're on board the plane and something happens. I think it'd be a fun stroll down memory lane if they do it right. Okay, how about some news from Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends? There's been some news that has come down in the past week or two that I did not get to share with you guys, but I will share it with you right now. Let me get it pulled back up on my computer here. This piece of news came out actually yesterday. Halloween Kills is ready to start production. In Wilmington, North Carolina, the saga of Michael Myers will continue in the port city later this week. Crews in Wilmington are gearing up to begin filming the first scenes of Halloween Kills on Thursday, September 12th. According to a film permit application released by the city, crews will be shooting news reporter dialogue at the corner of Carolina and Wright Avenues from 4 to 11 p.m. Okay, so not tomorrow, but on Thursday, September 12th, production on Halloween Kills officially begins. Are you guys excited? I know I am. I'm beyond excited. I'm ready to see what's going to happen between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers in these next two films. So yes, great stuff there. But that's not all. Let me share this other piece of Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends news with you. An official updated cast list coming from CinemaBlend, sorry about that. This was released 4 days ago. So according to CinemaBlend, our returning cast includes Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, James Jude Courtney and Nick Castle as The Shape, aka Michael Myers, Andy Matichak as her granddaughter Allison Strode, Judy Greer as Karen, Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, and some old familiar characters from John Carpenter's 1978 classic Halloween film are making their return to this movie. As you know, back in that film, Brian Andrews, who was a little kid at the time, starred as Tommy Doyle, the little boy who Laurie Strode was babysitting that night. Sadly, Brian Andrews, for whatever reason, is not coming back to reprise his role, so they had to get someone else. They tried to get the guy who played Tommy Doyle in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, which was Paul Rudd, but Paul Rudd already had previous engagements filming Ghostbusters 2020. So to fill the character of Tommy Doyle, the filmmakers went and got Anthony Michael Hall to play an adult Tommy Doyle. So Tommy Doyle will be returning, and Anthony Michael Hall will be the one playing him. Now, as far as little Lindsay Wallace goes, the main actress who played her in the original Halloween, Kyle Richards, will return to reprise her role as an adult Lindsay Wallace. So at least we got one of the kids coming back who played their character in the original film. So that's exciting. I wish it could have worked out for Brian Andrews or maybe even Paul Rudd, but I'm excited to see what Anthony Michael Hall will bring to the table as Tommy Doyle. But Kyle Richards as Lindsay Wallace, yeah, that's going to be exciting to see. Also, if you remember the kid who bullied Tommy Doyle at school and who made him fall on his pumpkin and break his pumpkin open, Lonnie, they talked about him in Halloween 2018 a little bit, but Lonnie will be coming back to this film as well, and he's going to be played by Robert Longstreet. Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there. Oh man, it's gonna be neat to see what an adult Lonnie is gonna do if he's still that kid who is kind of a bully and kind of says, "Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid." As all of you know from a previous video I did a few weeks ago, that I am not too pleased with what they're going to be doing with the next Thor movie. I loved the first Thor movie, and I really enjoyed Thor: The Dark World. I did really like Thor: Ragnarok, but now the way that they're going to go about with Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm not too excited about this film. I mean, yeah, Jane becoming the new Thor and getting to wield Mjolnir the hammer may have happened in the comics, but I don't want to see that. That's not what I want to see on screen. If they're going to do something with this movie, and yes, I liked Valkyrie in Endgame and in Thor Ragnarok, but there's one character that it's just like everyone just freaking forgot about, and that's not right. I mean, I would much rather see this character come back or had a role to play in Endgame, taking on Thanos as well with all the others, and also helping in Ragnarok, along with Valkyrie and Thor and Loki. Loki. I don't really like villains, but Loki is my favorite villain. I think it's just because he's so funny. Gosh, I love Loki. He's awesome. Anyway, sorry. But the character I'm talking about is Lady Sif.
Asgardian.
I don't have a name, but I can confirm she was in New Mexico fighting with Thor and his mates. She's on our side.
Stand down. She's a friendly. You are of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
I am Lady Sif of Asgard. Your world is in grave danger.
Okay, so we saw her in the first Thor movie, and then we saw her again in Thor: The Dark World. Lady Sif was also starring in one episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in season 1 during the latter half of season 1, and then she starred in another episode in season 2 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then after that, that's the last time we ever saw Sif. I mean, we haven't seen her again. And her and Nick Fury, it was disappointing not to see those two in the final battle against Thanos in Endgame, along with Maria Hill as well. Those three should have been in that fight. But the filmmakers didn't ask me, but I really hope that we get to see Lady Sif again. I really liked her character, and I love how Jamie Alexander brought her character to life. I thought she did an amazing job with Lady Sif. Okay, and finally, last but not least, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This coming summer, it's going to be entering its 7th and final season. And at Comic-Con a few weeks ago, they dropped a little teaser trailer just to kind of get us all excited about what we're going to see and what the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to be up against in season 7. It doesn't show a whole lot. It does show that an old foe is going to rear its ugly head and tentacles again. So we may get to see the start of Hydra again, and when they started to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. after Captain America defeated the Red Skull in World War II. So yeah, this is, I think it's going to be an exciting season. I've loved every season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. since it started. But I hope this season is the best season, and I hope they go out on top with a bang. So anyway, that's all I have tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, go down to the bottom, click the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you'll know when I post new videos. Be sure to like this video and give me some great comments as well. Also, let's not forget about tomorrow, guys, because tomorrow is the anniversary of the September 11th, 2001 terror attacks that happened in New York City, New York, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and in Washington, D.C. So let's all take time out of our day tomorrow to reflect and remember all those who perished that day. So I thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, I love you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.